Good morning, boys and girls. I just wanted to take this time to show you some of the instruments that scientists use to separate mixtures. We have a coffee filter for filtration. We're going to separate our soil and iron fillings here. We have a sieve or mesh screen as indicated in our book. And here we're going to place some salt for evaporation. And right here, we've always talked about density, but since it's mentioned in our lesson for today, I wanted to show you an example of density. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to get started. You know, when we talked about density, we talked about the ability for certain substances to sink or float. Here we have two different items placed in water. And as you can see, some of them are on the bottom, they sank. Then we have some floating on the top. So, if that's the case, the one on the bottom, does it have more density or less density? Good. At the top, we have some other items. They are floating on water. What about the density? Do the items with the water that's floating on top of the water, do they have more density or less density than water? Good. So now we're going to go on and get started with our separating our mixtures. We have, the first thing we're going to look at is evaporation. So we're going to put some salt into the water. Keep pouring. Thank you so much, Mr. Barber. And Mr. Barber is going to put that in the microwave. And we're going to look at that a little bit later. Okay? We're going to wait until he gets back. Turn it on, Mr. Barber. You hear my microwave? Okay. Next, this mesh screen or sieve is going to separate the tiny particles from the extra tiny particles. Okay, we have some ground up rice and we have our sieve, and we're going to separate those parts, and you'll see those falling on this plate. As you can see, shake it up a little bit, Mr. Bob. There we go. Good job. Great. Thank you, Mr. Barber. Now, I know you're going to enjoy this next demonstration. Here we have some soil and some other objects here, and we're going to separate those. Right now, it looks like everything looks basically the same. So we can also use magnetic force to separate items. I'm ready. Get close. Let's see. Oh, wow. That's separating mixtures by magnetic force. Pretty cool. Thank you. Okay. Another type of mixture that we are going to separate, we'll be separating it using filtration. This is another one of those examples or demonstrations that we'll have to come back and look at a little bit later on. So we're using a coffee filter And we mixed up some soil and water. Okay, Mr. Bob, I'm ready. Let's see if we can see a little bit dropping. Can you see that, boys and girls? I'm hoping that by the time I get ready to come to school, we'll already have that filtered and separated. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration on today. And we'll be back. Let's check. Okay, Mr. Barbara, let's check the salt water and see what's going on. Can we just take it out and look at it to see if anything has happened so far? Okay. Wow, guess what that is around there? What do you think that is? Yes, that's salt. And we're going to try to evaporate all the rest of it when we give it the time. Oh yes, there's some at the bottom. So these are ways to separate mixtures. If you have something, maybe like a fruit salad or something like that, and you don't want it, some parts of it, you might could use some of these different types of ways to separate mixtures. Okay, we'll be back soon.